Football can be boring without the unexpected mishaps, the thrills and spills, and everything in between. These are 20 most ridiculous moments in football history.
Go on, Crouchy. Oh my God!
Stick around as we unfold some unbelievable behaviors, ludicrous decisions, and laughable moments.
Can I ask you one question?
Go on.
Your best position, yeah, was like on the left. Do you reckon you take him on?
Everywhere, man.
Yeah, no.
When nature calls, even the mighty Sergio Ramos can't resist the summons. During a break, the legendary defender once sprinted off the field for an impromptu bathroom break. The reason? Well, let's just say he had a Code Brown situation and had to use the loo. Talk about a crappy situation.
Lo siento, porque tú estabas en la pregunta.
But not as crappy as this parachutist who crash landed in a stadium. Euro 2020 went from football to free fall when a Greenpeace enthusiast parachuted into the Germany-France showdown. He was trying to make a statement, but all he did was make a fool out of himself. Football is full of surprises, but this was in a league of its own. At least he humiliated himself for a cause, because this next guy shocked everyone with this celebration. After scoring and celebrating like he had just won the World Cup, this Italian player took off and looked like he was running to celebrate with his teammates, but this happened. Even his teammates were shocked by that. That guy definitely deserved that red card. I'll tell you who didn't deserve a red card though. In this Arsenal and Chelsea game, chaos ensued as the referee issued a red card to the wrong player.
But there's no doubt Oxlade-Chamberlain there.
When Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain used his hand to stop a surefire goal, the referee sent off poor Kieran Gibbs instead. Even Oxlade-Chamberlain tried to convince the referee he was the culprit, but the decision stuck. If only a video assistant referee was available then. Because VAR stole the show here, just ask Brighton. Usually the game ends when the final whistle goes, but not this time. Manchester United were tied up against Brighton, and after an epic match, the final whistle was blown at 2-2. But before the players left the field, VAR told the referee to award Man United a penalty. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes scored after full time to win the game 3-2.
There's the header off the line, and that is the full time.
It's handball from.
He scores, and Manchester United will be taking all.
But this wasn't as ludicrous as this one, because VAR messed up recently. Liverpool played Tottenham, and in the first half, and the former were down to 10 men.
And this is going to change, and it's a red card for Kirk.
But Liverpool managed to dominate the game, and even scored. Luis Diaz latched on to a Mo Salah through ball to take the lead, but it was given offside by the linesman. The replay showed that Diaz was clearly onside, but astonishingly, VAR failed to intervene.
Nobody expects 100% right decisions on field. Today the decision was made really quick, I would say, for that goal.
Yikes. I'm surprised these blind referees actually picked up on this next player's shenanigans. Diving has always been a part of football. Football players are built like bricks, and yet they hilariously go down at the slightest shove. Most of all, Neymar Jr. This guy loves the ground, and doesn't even try to make his dives subtle. That's probably the most absurd thing Neymar can do, right? No. As if his on-field antics weren't enough, he managed to anger millions of people with his off-field actions too. Neymar's ruined relationship with Mbappe finally caught up with him in the summer of 2023, when he was sold to Saudi club Al Hilal. And guess how he flew from Paris to Saudi? A Boeing 747. But one thing's for sure, Neymar is living the life. Maybe that's why this next player loves money more than his career. Betting on football games is not unheard of, and for obvious reasons, footballers are not allowed to bet on games. Ivan Toney, however, decided to ignore the rules and even bet on Brentford games. What's amazing is that this guy bet on his own team to lose. He obviously got banned from the Premier League. I wonder how many goals he missed on purpose so he could win a bag. Speaking of betting, we have a life hack for you. If you ever feel like betting your house on a game, make sure you bet on Messi. Just check out this ridiculous pass. He completely destroyed the defensive line with one pass. Outrageous!
To his right. He keeps it on his left, of course. Oh, what a ball to Kamaski!
I'm just joking though. Don't actually bet your house on a game. That'd be crazy. Almost as crazy as what happened to Jack Grealish during a match. This happened back when Grealish was at Aston Villa. They were up against Birmingham City, and in the early stages of the game, a pitch invader ran up and punched Grealish in the head. An absolutely disgusting moment, but a rather happy ending as Grealish got his revenge by scoring a goal towards the end. Just look at that celebration. Speaking of punches, the League One has its fair share of brawls. Taking you back to September 2020, PSG were leading Marseille 1-0, and just before full time, a massive fight took place on the pitch. It was pandemonium, and when things finally cooled down, the referee sent off 4 players. And that wasn't all. VAR intervened to send Neymar off too. He tried to be sneaky, but got caught slapping a Marseille player in the face. Maybe he should learn the art of subtlety from his old friend Luis Suarez, because Suarez is definitely a nightmare to play against. Not just for his clinical finishing ability, but because you have to keep an eye on his mouth too. This guy is known for biting people. Yep, Luis Suarez bit Giorgio Chiellini's shoulder. And for no apparent reason either. The referee didn't see it either, but bites like that tend to leave a mark. Chiellini won't forget that in a hurry, but at least he didn't lose the biggest match of the season for his team. That night in Kiev will always be horrifying for Loris Karius. He did extraordinarily well all season to take Liverpool to the Champions League final, but lost the plot that night. He gifted Real Madrid 2 goals in the finals, causing Liverpool to lose 3-1. It was hilarious at first, but every football fan felt for him that night. Even referees can give a goal, and no, I'm not talking about blowing his whistle for one. This happened in a Dutch 4th-tier game. The ball was ricocheting around the goal, and it hit the ref and went in. Look at how he's running away after awarding the goal. He knows he's in trouble. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because this security dude almost ruined a marriage for being around. He had a job of making sure no one ran onto the pitch for safety reasons. But little did he know, he pushed this player's girlfriend away while he was proposing to her. Maybe the player should have picked a better place. Thank God it was just a push. It's not as though he started wrestling her like what CR7 did here. Ronaldo isn't known for being aggressive, but there have been a couple of instances when tempers flare. Ronaldo's Al Nassr was losing 1-0, and he narrowly avoided a red card for wrestling an opponent to the floor. Look at that. He almost put him in a guillotine. Even his old team is getting trashed in the most absurd way. Juventus lost 4-2 in this 2023-2024 match. Sassuolo brought the game to Juve, but frankly, Juve would have lost even if Sassuolo didn't show up. Goalkeeper Szczęsny made 2 mistakes in the game, and to top it off, defender Gotti scored one of the most embarrassing own goals ever seen.
Gatti is not comfortable in possession, and Gatti has scored.
A shocking moment that got people wondering if this game was scripted. But Juve's performance wasn't as embarrassing as Maradona's celebrations. A legend in the game, but also a controversial one. He completely lost it while celebrating a goal scored by his beloved Argentina. Waving both middle fingers in the air and screaming obscenities isn't what we expect from an iconic figure like Diego Maradona. Maybe if those gestures and obscenities were directed at this guy, it'd be more fitting. Spain women's team won the 2023 World Cup, but controversy overweighed the celebrations. The former Spanish FA boss, Luis Rubiales, grabbed Jenny Hermoso and kissed her without consent during the trophy presentation. and when called out on it, he said it was in the heat of the moment. So those were the most ridiculous moments in football. If you like this, check out this next video for some ridiculous last-minute moments that will live in your memories.